Alright, hey guys, thank you so much for dropping by my channel. And today we're going to do a mukbang. I already got ready for work, but I haven't eaten. So I'm going to have this bowl, and it has fish in there, some greens, and rice and soup. You know, people tell me, why do you eat a lot of rice? Because the shelf life on rice is long. It doesn't spoil. And you know, if you can't finish the one you already steamed up, you can put it in your fridge and stir fry it and eat it the next time. So it's just the shelf life is longer than, like, say, if you had quinoa or that other kind of stuff. And usually when I make rice, it's gone, like, quickly. But if I make quinoa or couscous or other things like that, they get thrown away. They get wasted. So for my drink today, I'm going to be drinking the Monster Juice in the flavor Pipeline Punch. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay? So, people like to see the top portion. So, you know, I kind of do it angled differently. But since I already showed you guys what it looks like, I don't put this in the microwave. I use another bowl. And then I transfer it here because I like using this bowl. But I don't put this bowl in the microwave. And I just have my mason jar. I know people are like, why do you like drinking off of mason jars? Because our mason jars are huge. And it usually will fill up a tall drink with ice, of course. Monster Juice. And this fish is milk fish. The milk fish I pick up at the Asian market. They don't sell this at the regular grocery stores. And it's bony, so you guys can pick the boneless one or the bone-in one. So, if you guys aren't used to eating fish with bones, you guys might not like that. Because it has a lot of bones. I like it because my mom and my dad, they used to cook it when I was young. And that's like one of our family meals when I was little. And I also have daikon. Here you go, guys. And it's just a stew. I also put Napa cabbage in there, some tamarind, like to make it sour, and greens, watercress. Some fish, they're just really bony. And some fish, they're worth it, but others are not. Here's the greens. The Napa cabbage. I didn't microwave it long enough. I'll be right back, you guys. Alright, you guys, so now it is super hot. I put it in there longer. So I had to move it to another container. And then I really love this one. So, and since I'm reheating it, I can't put the food directly to the middle container. And I picked this up at the Dollar Tree. The metal container. And then the other bowl that I had that I showed you guys earlier, I'm using for the fish bones. And see, it's mostly greens. It's mostly greens, that's it. I'll just leave it at that bowl. It's fine. The soup. See you guys? We use mustard greens color. For cabbage. But it's just the one I felt like eating, so I picked up a bundle, 2 bundles. Okay. That's what I was trying. Make sure there's not a whole lot of bones before I swallow it. But if you guys accidentally swallow it, just get a rice, ball it up, and swallow the whole rice. Then it'll go down and take that thorn away. Or that bone. The fish bone. It'll not, because it'll get stuck to your teeth and your gums. Well, why torture yourself like that when you can buy boneless? I don't know. It just, some days I just feel like eating this kind of stuff. Kind of like the seafood boil. You know, why people eat crawfish when there's less meat. You could just buy the pack. It's not as fun. It's not challenging. Like the abalones and the oysters. You have to shuck them. Of course not unless you already picked it up opened. Sometimes you gotta learn how to do things, you know. Like, what if they didn't have that tool? Or what if it's not available? How are you gonna open it? How are you gonna eat it? How are you gonna drink it? So if you're a vegan, and you totally don't like meat or any form of meat, just take out the fish in the equation. See me, I love meat. Because before I totally omitted it and it made me sick. Because I was doing it wrong. I was younger then. So now I do it. Just a little bit of meat, but mostly veggies. And I haven't had a problem since. Not humble. And like I told you guys, I don't eat a lot of red meat. Like big steaks. And ground beef, I do. Burger. Corned beef. But not big, huge steaks. Some days if I crave it, then I will. But I used to eat that all the time when I was in high school. Like big ones. When we used to live in California, in San Francisco. And then as I gradually got older, it became less and less. Like that tomahawk, as good as it looks, I haven't had one. And I have no desire. I can live my life without having to try it. Ribeye or T-bone, that's good enough for me. See the big bone? I don't know if you can see. But milkfish is so delicious. There's something about it. It's just delicious to me. And then you can fry it, grill it, stew it. It's just an all-around awesome fish. It's good with everything. But now salmon, but the milkfish you can't really eat raw like salmon, like into sushi. It has to be cooked. Like salmon, you eat a big slab of salmon. I told you guys, I just love greens. Green leafy vegetables. I just love them. This bowl I picked up from Walmart for like 50 cents. And this bowl I got at the Dollar Tree. This bowl I got at the Dollar Tree. I don't need an expensive bowl to eat my food in. But I do have fine china. It's in my drawer. But our daily dishes. They're from the Dollar Tree. You'd be surprised what you'll find in there, you guys. The plates, the cups, the glasses. I mean, yeah, they'll break, but we can always get another one. Now, our big ones like these, the mason jars, somebody gifted that to us. Some older lady. She gifted us like a whole box. She said she didn't want them anymore. When we took them and we're still using them. I mean, we don't have the entire box anymore, but it's still good. See the soup, you guys? Can't see. But there's soup in here. And it's not too hot anymore. I don't always like eating dry food. Like deep fried, grilled, smoked, baked. Those are dry. I like it wet. Like stew, soups, things like that. Like salad, that's dry. I like hot soup, hot stew. I like drinking a broth. And to me, when I eat like a broth or soup, it's like it's cleansing my body. Okay, you guys know I drink. I don't drink to get drunk. I just drink an adult beverage. Anyway, to get tipsy, that's it. You don't try to drink to pass out, and black out, and get poisoning. I don't do that. I did one time. Okay, maybe not one time. A few times. And my real life friends, they know. From college. And after my dad died, I was gone for like a week or so. And then on the very last night, I fell on the stairs. I had, on the flight of stairs, I fell. Like I slid down, and then my body had like an epileptic seizure. My body was jerking all the way to the kitchen. And I was praying the whole time to God. I said, God, dear Lord, get me through this day. And after this day, I won't do it again. This way. I was so... yeah, I was in a bad place. And so I talked to my mom. And she says, I know your dad died. She said, I know you're sad. She said, you want to go with him or something? She said, if you don't, you got kids to take care of. She said, you need to get out of that. You need to snap out of it. And quit drinking so much. Because your body is not processing it fast enough. So I stopped. So I know I'm not the only one that does that. You know, sometimes the pain, it becomes like that. But you just gotta move on. You gotta keep going. You can't stay in that place. You gotta remove yourself from the dark place. But some days though, you know, it's just my medicine for other things in life. So I keep it minimal nowadays. Just an adult drink and then move along. Now what's inside this too besides the daikon, the green leafy vegetables, I also added onions and tomato. And the tamarind broth. The broth is sour. It's tamarind. You guys could get the powdered tamarind, the already powdered, or you could boil you up some tamarind if you find it in your town. and you use that sour broth to make the soup. So when you make the soup, it's going to be tangy. It's going to be tangy and sour. If you guys like it extra sour, then do it that way. It's a tamarind soup base mix. Or you can do, like I said, the fresh tamarind that you find at the grocery store. You just boil it up and then get the broth. Like how you do it with your chicken broth. You boil up the chicken and then whatever broth is there, you dump it because, excuse me guys. Excuse me. See? That's why I love soupy stuff. You dump that and you use that broth to put all your stew in, your vegetables and your meats. You know, you could use pork, you could use chicken, you could alternate the meat. Today I just use fish. But my kids, they love it with pork. So it's up to you guys. It doesn't mean that I use fish. You could only use that for the stew. You could also use other meat. You could use beef if you want to. I mean, it's just up to you. You could use shrimp. Whatever meat you guys prefer. Or just what I did is that. But it is called tamarind soup base mix. That's my favorite. So I'll see if I can upload this video, but I probably doubt it because I have to go to CVS and get my meds, and then I have to head to work. I have to change. But yeah, pretty much I already have all the food in the fridge, and I have to. I told you guys I don't do dishes with my stuff on me, my jewelry, so I'll take it off. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click my links for updates. And always remember to have peace in your hearts. Bye.